So part of the Chamber's role is in terms of inputting into local government decision making as part of their long-term plan, and so that's happening right now. So today we were really interested to hear from someone of Kerry Prendergast's experience and calibre about the role local government can play in promoting regions as destinations and the important role that tourism plays in terms of economic stability and vitality of a region such as ours.
So thank you very much, Dot, for that welcome, and good afternoon everyone. It's really nice to be down here. Tourism, both international tourists and domestic tourists, is a $24 billion industry. International visitors actually bring about $11 billion to the economy. So for Nelson, Tasman, the international visitor spend here is about 130 million, around 60 in Nelson and 70 in Tasman. And this spending is spread across, so it's not just the accommodation sector. It's spread retail, restaurants, cafes, petrol stations, corner dairies. So everybody gets an uplift in spend. Our job is to increase the value of international tourists to New Zealand. So as I said, it isn't just about the numbers, it's about their spend, so it's increasing the value. Our role is to market New Zealand offshore. RTOs are around making sure that they are attracting both international and domestic visitors to your region. So we bring them in. It's up to RTOs to make sure they visit your region. And it's up to the private sector, individual operators, to make sure that when they're in Nelson and Tasman, they visit their attraction or their activity or their accommodation. So that's how it works. I'm not sure that everybody in New Zealand understands the difference between tourism's role, Tourism New Zealand, which is about international marketing, but we don't do any destination marketing. Once we get them to New Zealand, it's up to activities and regional tourism organisations to get them to the region. And I think events like today hopefully help spread that word, that it's up to the businesses to support their regional tourism organisations and to lobby their councils to make sure they're appropriately funded. For your region, 3,000 people employed. It's a big part of your economy, and you can't afford to have it drop down, because every 1% drop in tourists, you lose $5 million a day. The National Bank indicated that a 10 million increase in spending on destination marketing would generate 450 million increase in tourism expenditure. So that's about a 45 to 1 return. And the RTO in every region is a critical role, plays a critical role in that value chain. So in my view, and it's a considered view from a long time involvement in local government, support for the marketing of this region and as a destination is one of the most sensible and economic investments a council can make.
Well, I found it really inspiring, and I think that's fantastic for people in the industry and local business leaders to sort of see the big helicopter umbrella view of what Tourism New Zealand does, A, with promoting the country, and B, with our region. And I really feel she's added some credibility to the broader community as to some of the work that we do.
Well, Dave, I didn't really know what I was coming to today in terms of what the presentation was going to be about, but I found it really good in terms of Kerry talking about the local region's role in lifting the profile of the region, the country, to the world in terms of our role in promoting New Zealand as a destination and bringing tourist visitors here.
You know, the RTO performs an extremely important role for our regional economy, and if we, it seems strange at times that we can't get across the board support for what we do, and we operate on the smell of an oily rag. We punch well above our weight and nationally, and it's really good to have people coming into the region like Kerry and supporting what we're doing.